Hello, this is Michaela or Studious Octopus, and I'm here today doing the catch-up for the July 2017 UK GlossyBox. It's been a little while actually since I've done a video. We've had some rearranging in the house and tidying up and throwing out of stuff that is long overdue throwing out, and sorting out speakers. So I'm trying out a slightly new filming location again. I think this is the third one I've done, but I'll see how it goes. I'm slightly further away from the light that I use this way as well, so I might feel slightly less overheated, because those lights, they do get hot, but they do make it a lot easier to film. But anyway, the July box was the super pretty pink Hello Summer edit, and it's now August, so we will soon get the lovely matching lavender one, which I am looking forward to. But I'm just going to go through and look at each item and tell you what I thought about it now that I've actually had a good go of it. So first off was the Bellapierre banana setting powder. This was full size and £25, and I pretty much feel like what I thought I would feel about it in the unboxing, which is this isn't a universal product. It does give me a yellow cast. I've tried it two different ways. I've tried it full on how they suggest here, where you use it as a setting powder and you sort of bake with it and press it on where you want it and then brush it off afterwards. And it made those portions of my face very, very yellow. And I've also just tried it lightly, dusting all over as a regular sort of day setting powder. And again, it just gives me a yellow cast, which is pretty much what I thought it would be. I don't think you should say banana powders are universal powders. They are for particular types of skin tones, and not even just that. They're for a very particular type of makeup as well, which is really, I do think part of it is that they're best worn over sort of more full foundations, and that sort of makes them look better too, which isn't admittedly a type of foundation I wear a lot, which probably doesn't help. Other than that, the texture of the powder I actually really liked. It's very, very fine and very, very soft. And I did feel like when I had it on my face, particularly just as a light layer of setting powder all over, it felt really, really lovely and soft. So the powder does seem nice. It's just yellow doesn't work for genuinely pale skin people. The only other thing I was thinking with that is that GlossyBox could have given people, you know, a translucent powder or a blush instead of a banana powder if they said their skin was very, very fair. But I think the problem then is from Bellapierre, their banana setting powder is actually just their cheapest powder beyond getting a sample-sized powder. So I think part of the problem would have been is that some people would have gotten a powder that's worth £10 more. So we wouldn't have really been getting equivalent value then. So this is just going to end up being one of those it's just not for me items, which is what you get with a subscription box. It's the look of the draw, because it's not stuff that I picked for myself. So next up was the Spectrum Collection powder brush, which is actually a nice brush. One of the things I didn't mention in the unboxing is it seems to have a duo fiber sort of texture. So these long blue bits are coarser, which means they keep their body a lot more, so you can press on them and they sort of stay where they are. And then the tips are nice and soft and a softer texture, which is going to help with the finish of a powder. I have used it a little and it's nice enough. It's just a little fan brush. I have also had the opportunity to wash it once since I used it with the banana setting powder, and it did actually get quite yellow, but I washed it off and it washed absolutely fine, dried fine. I didn't particularly feel like lots and lots and lots of sort of fibers came out as of the first wash. So yeah, nice enough brush, not particularly expensive. £5 for a brush seems perfectly fine, and they're nice and pretty, which I think is part of the selling point too. So there we go. Next up was the Monu Professional Skincare Monu Spa Soothing After Sun Lotion, and I did actually really like this. I think this is probably my favourite item in the whole box. I like getting skincare items. I think summer is a great time to get sun skincare items, even though I think people do complain we get them every summer, but I think personally for me that's what I like. And I also just really like that this is a non-alcohol based after sun. So while you don't get that, it has a cooling sensation. That cooling sensation is the alcohol evaporating off of your skin, which isn't that great for your skin, but it does give you a cooling sensation. This is actually moisturizing your skin, restoring its sort of moisture after it's been dried out by the sun, and it's enriched with vitamin E and cocoa butter and aloe vera and all that good stuff. And I just really like this. I've been using it when I come in after going for a bike ride, and it's really nice, and it takes down my pinkness and ohness, as it were, like right away. So that's good. I really like this. And well, I think this is a little bit more money than, say, your everyday after sun. This is £20 for the full size, which is about twice the size of this. I still think that's really nice, and I think that's probably worth it for a really good skincare after sun product, personally. Next up was the Cute Balm's Tint Balm in Crushed Berry, another item that's about £5, and I've used it quite a bit now. It is actually nice and pigmented. I wasn't sure how pigmented it was at first, but actually it does give a good pink tint to the lips, which is really nice. And then there's the main selling point of the item, I suspect, which is that it's really cute. It is really cute. I still think it's a little bit of a shame that they could have put a little mirror in here, I suspect, and that might have been more, I think I would have felt like it's more on the go-y if it had had a little mirror. But really cute, nice little lip balm. I don't think there's much else you need to say about it than that. It's nice, I like it. It is the thing I would have bought because it's cute. And then the last item is the Topanga spiral hairbands, $4.99 for 2, and these aren't the regular ones, because they do sort of a jeweled, like you can wear it even more as a bracelet style one. I have actually been giving these more of a go. I'm wearing one now because I wanted to just try them more, and I do actually like them a bit more now than I thought initially. I do think they're better than the Invisibobbles because they're firmer and thicker. They do kind of work a bit better. The problem with the Invisibobbles is because they were so thin and not very strong, it's just they kept stretching and stretching and stretching out, and you'd have to tie them, sort of twist them up and up and up and up and up more and more and more to actually get them to stick. Whereas what I found with these, because they're thicker and they have sort of a better texture on the surface of the plastic, the way that I found they work is if you can get them to stay on quite well with just doing on your hair one twist and that bit on your hair again, as long as you tuck one twist over the other, as it were. I'm not sure I'm being very clear. I'll pull one out and demonstrate. So on the hair, twist once, and then you pull one back over the other, and because of the texture of them, they kind of grip each other quite well, and you can actually get it to stay on your hair with just one turnover twist, which does make it a little bit more comfortable to wear, because I was complaining on the initial unboxing that if I have to put it on turning it 2 or 3 times, that is actually just quite tight anyway. So they've been working out a lot better now that I've sort of given them more of a go. I do still think they're a bit big for thinner hair, but they're alright. Same as I'm still not that sure they're that much less damaging than wearing a soft scrunchie, but they're nice. I do actually think I'll use them better. I have a better opinion of them now that I've given them a go for a couple of weeks than that I did initially. So there's that. So that was this month's catch-up, and I think actually 4 out of the 5 items being things that I think actually, yeah, they're alright now that I've gotten to try them, and I have one that's a very definite favourite. I think that's a pretty good box, especially for a £50 value. And then yeah, I think for me, the only item that is a definite no, this isn't for me, I'm not going to use it, I'm not going to reach for it, is the banana setting powder, which is a little bit of a shame in a £50 box, though that's basically half of the box's value. That's always the problem with, I think, with going, ooh, this high-end item. It's, if you don't like it, it doesn't matter that it's expensive or not expensive. It doesn't do anything for me. But I still like the rest of this. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use all of this up. And these are nice enough. So yeah, that's a nice little box. And then I am looking forward to getting the August GlossyBox soon. And I will see you again next time. Hello, this is Michaela, or Studious Octopus, and I'm here today doing the July 2017 UK GlossyBox unboxing. Just arrived in the post. This is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We're on the Wii, as you can see. Nice little bit of a Wii wear. And this is Michaela.
This is Peter.
So